How to set up a fintech company in the UAE. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, your go-to podcast channel for UAE business insights, startup stories, and legal tips that help you build smarter. I'm your host, Miraz Izbek, and today we are diving into one of the hottest topics in the startup world: how to set up a fintech company in the UAE. From digital payments to blockchain, the UAE is fast becoming the Middle East's fintech capital. But before you jump in, you need to understand the setup process, the regulations, the best free zones for fintech licensing. And in this video, we will break it down. So first, let's discuss why the UAE is a fintech hotspot. The UAE, especially the Emirate of Dubai and Abu Dhabi, has become a global magnet for fintech founders. Here is why. Number one, government support. Initiatives like Dubai International Financial Center Innovation Hub and the Abu Dhabi Global Market RegLab actively encourage fintech innovations. Number two, strong digital infrastructure. Almost everyone in the UAE uses digital payments. Number three, access to investors. Regional and international venture capital firms are pouring in money into fintech startups here. And the next and the most important is tax benefits. In UAE, you can enjoy 0% personal tax and 0% corporate tax if you qualify under a free zone qualifying person rule. In short, the UAE offers the perfect mix of innovation and regulation and opportunity. Let's discuss the business structure. The first big decision: where to register your fintech company. You have got a couple of options. You can go for a mainland or free zones like DIFC, Dubai International Financial Center, which is a world-class financial hub with its own legal and regulatory framework. The DIFC is overseen by Dubai Financial Services Authority for regulated activities, and it's ideal for companies offering payments, crowdfunding, or wealth management. The second free zone is ADGM, Abu Dhabi Global Market. It's regulated by Financial Services Regulatory Authority for regulated activities, and it's known for its RegLab, a regulatory sandbox where fintech startups can test products under lighter supervision before going fully licensed. Also, you can choose other free zones like IFZA, Dubai Internet City, or DMCC, where it's easier to set up, lower cost, but also it can involve getting approval from UAE Central Bank or other regulators if your fintech activity is regulated. The choice really depends on what kind of fintech you are building: payments, lending, crypto, investment, or SaaS-based financial technology. Now let's understand fintech regulations. This is a part most founders underestimate. Regulatory compliance is where most founders get lost. In the UAE, fintech is regulated depending on what you do. Here is a quick guide. For example, payments, stored value, or wallets, they are regulated under UAE Central Bank. If you are into digital banking or lending, it can be regulated under Central Bank or DFSA or FSRA, depending where you register your company. Crypto and digital assets, they are regulated under Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority if it is in Dubai mainland, or DFSA or FSRA if it is in DIFC or ADGM. Crowdfunding, it's also regulated under DFSA or FSRA depending on where you register your company. If you are unsure how your fintech is regulated, then best to start with an innovation license under DIFC or a RegLab license under ADGM, where you can operate under supervision before getting a full license. Think of it as a soft launch where your fintech with less regulations or regulatory flexibility. Now let's discuss step-by-step process. First, you need to define your business activity clearly. Are you doing payments, lending, insurtech, money processing, blockchain? This determines your license type and regulator. Step two, choose your jurisdiction. Do you want to go for mainland, DIFC, ADGM, or another free zone? You need to calculate the costs, timelines, and requirements in each jurisdiction. Step number three, prepare your documentation. The usual documentation for fintech companies include clear business plan, KYC documents, financial projections, and proof of initial capital. Step number four, apply for regulatory approval. Depending on where you set up your company, you may need approval from DFSA or FSRA, who will review your documentation for risk assessment, for customer protection, and KYC and AML procedures. Once approved, you will get your commercial license and you can get your residency visas and set up your bank account. Step number 6, set up your tech and compliance infrastructure properly. Data protection, cyber security, AML, KYC procedures, all are critical for fintech operations in the UAE. Now, let me explain you the costs and timelines. Setting up a fintech company in the UAE isn't cheap, but it's efficient. DIFC or ADGM license, it may cost you between $15,000 to $30,000 per year, plus the regulatory fees depending on your activity. And it may cost less in other free zones like DMCC, IFZA or Dubai Internet City, between $10,000 to $20,000. However, if your activity is regulated, then also there will be additional fees for regulatory approval. In terms of timelines, it can take from 6 to 12 weeks to set up a fintech company. At the end of the video, I would like to share some tips for the fintech founders. So first, start small, scale smart. Begin with an innovation license or sandbox if possible. And also hire a local compliance advisor. The UAE has strict AML and data rules, and it requires proper understanding by the professionals. And third, build real substance. The regulators want to see a local presence, not just a mailbox or a paper company. And of course, network in the ecosystem. Join fintech events at DIFC or ADGM. That's where investors and regulators meet startups and think regionally. The UAE is your launchpad to the GCC, Africa, and South Asia market. The bottom line, the UAE isn't just a place to set up a fintech company. It's where you can scale globally. With the right structure, regulatory license, and local strategy, you can build something powerful here, whether you are disrupting banking, lending, or digital assets. So if fintech is your game, the UAE is definitely your playground. If you found this episode helpful, share it with your fellow founders, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on UAE business setup and startup tips and growth. I am Miraz Bek, and I will catch you in the next one where we will decode another corner of the UAE business world.